时尚欧洲精彩呈现，观众朋友大家好，欢迎收看本期的欧洲大观，我是黄杰。今天的节目都有哪些精彩看点呢？奔驰公司打造的豪华游艇海上银舰，穿着自己设计的紧身连衣裙参加慕尼黑啤酒节。世界上最好的奶酪格鲁耶尔奶酪。价值250万欧元的银舰游艇是由奔驰汽车公司和英国的奢华船只制造商银舰航海共同制造的。这种奢华的船只相当于水上的奔驰 S 级轿车。事实上，整个游艇的外形也借鉴了 S 级轿车。整艘船从里到外都是流线型的设计。奔驰轿车的前沿黑科技和奢华的设施都能在这艘豪华游艇上找到。
This Silver Arrow is the aquatic counterpart to a Mercedes-Benz S-Class. It was co-created by the German carmaker with Silver Arrows Marine, a luxury boat builder based in Britain. The remit was to design a boat with avant-garde styling and convertible-style cruising.
It cannot be like a car because, the sea is something that is already always changing the background and it's not like a road, but definitely you should have the feeling of driving very comfortable, very smooth.
The contouring was inspired by that of the S-Class coupe.
With the press of a button, what actually we can do is sliding completely down and gives you the feeling immediately to be outside.
The Arrow 460 Gran Turismo bears the signature of Gordon Wagener. He is in charge of design at Daimler and champions a design philosophy of sensual purity.
Das Boot sieht so viel anders aus.
This boat looks like nothing else on the water because it translates the language of car design into the nautical realm.
Aufs Wasser
And it had to be
überträgt.
cool.
Es muss
When people
cool
say
sein.
something
Und
is
was
cool,
meine
what
Leute
they
dann
mean
sagen,
is
hey, das ist
they'd
cool,
never
die
seen
meinen,
anything
wow,
like
das habe
it.
ich vorher noch nicht gesehen.
Plus,
Und der
it had
andere
to be
Part,
hot.
der ist eben hot.
Many high-end car makers have designed boats. Porsche, Aston Martin, Ferrari and Bugatti, for example. And why not? After all, people who like to hang out on the Riviera in expensive boats probably like exquisite cars as well. €2.5 million is what the Mercedes motor yacht costs. People who can pay that much are usually welcome customers wherever they go.
Das ist ein ganz
This is a
besonderes
very
Projekt.
special
Das bringt
project.
uns
It boosts
in der
awareness of our
Wahrnehmung unserer
brand.
Marke weiter.
So mainly could be that different clients that are not used, they're not used to have Mercedes cars, they will be attracted by the Mercedes boat.
It was an interesting challenge to transpose a brand's identity from one kind of vehicle to another. The Mercedes-Benz design vocabulary had to be adapted to the specific requirements of a boat.
If you look at how you're making boats with a composite, that shape is really difficult to have it. Actually, you should say it's better not to do it. The most difficult part on a boat is make her swimming in the proper way.
It took Silver Arrows Marine 5 years to develop and construct the Gran Turismo. It was to be the embodiment of sleek design, technical innovation and uncompromising luxury, inside and out.
We didn't make any compromises, not even in the smallest details, such as the retractable cleats. It gives us new perspectives for designing our cars, which remain our core business.
New ideas, which are going to affect also the car industry maybe in the future. Maybe you will see some cars that will get some fresh idea from the boat industry.
Around 10 Gran Turismos are to be built each year, so eager yachting tycoons might have to be patient.
瑞士小镇格鲁耶尔是一座具有中世纪气息的小镇，这里有美轮美奂的城堡，更重要的是，这里也是奶酪之乡。这里的奶酪制造历史可以追溯到1115年，从1602年开始，这儿的奶酪就以小镇的名字命名。所有的奶酪产品都采用纯手工制作，原料呢也是当地产的未经消毒的牛奶，自然的菌群，自然的发酵，一切都是纯天然的味道。
The small medieval town of Gruyère, with its impressive fortress, is surrounded by the foothills of the Swiss Alps. The name Gruyère comes from the town's emblem, the crane, or la grue in French. Gruyère is home to just over 2,000 people. But every year, around 1 million tourists come to the home of the famous cheese.
I've tasted it so many times. I really enjoy it. We can buy in Brazil.
I love a strong cheese like a mature Gruyère.
If we have time, we will definitely eat some cheese.
The first recorded mention of cheese production in the area of Gruyère dates back to 1115. The cheese has borne the town's name since 1602. Séverine Escoffier runs a delicatessen and knows all about cheese.
Alors celui-là, c'est le mi-salé.
So this is a medium mature Gruyère. That's our second mildest cheese. The first one is the mild Gruyère, which has had 4 to 5 months to mature and doesn't have a strong taste.
Vraiment peu de goût. Le deuxième, c'est le mi-salé.
While this medium mature cheese has been stored for 6 to 8 months and has a more pronounced salty taste.
Le goût du sel est un peu plus prononcé.
Cows of the Holstein breed graze on the hills surrounding the town. In all, the canton of Fribourg has 51 alpine cheese dairies that produce Gruyère using traditional methods. The Pilaire family's dairy is at an altitude of 1,600 meters. They have a herd of just over 50 cows. Béat Pilaire works all hours to make the cheese. First, the milk is gently heated in a huge copper vat. As it thickens, he stirs it with 2 wooden scoops.
The beginning is the most important phase in the production. And these scoops ensure that the mixture divides and the curds separate out.
The cheese is now beginning to take shape. The best way to test its consistency is by hand. Gruyère is always made with unpasteurized milk.
That's a good quality. I always check it by hand. We don't have any technical equipment here to check things. We rely totally on our senses. Here you can already feel how soft it is. Look at how the curds have separated.
More technology and a lot more vats can be found at another dairy right near Gruyère. Unlike the alpine dairies, this place is open to the public, who can watch the production process from a gallery. The rounds of cheese are left to mature at 13 degrees Celsius. Each one comes with a manufacturer's stamp, allowing customers to get back to the producer if they have a complaint. The cheese bears the number of the dairy, that's here.
Et on retrouve ces éléments aussi sur le gruyère. Et dans le packaging du gruyère, il y a aussi chaque fois
if someone
le
buys
numéro
this
de la
gruyère
fromagerie.
in Germany,
Donc une personne qui achète du gruyère en
online
Allemagne, elle peut aller sur
and
internet,
find out which
mettre le
dairy
numéro
the cheese that
et
they're
voir dans quelle
eating comes
fromagerie
from.
le gruyère qu'elle consomme a été fait.
The restaurant next door offers a wide range of cheese dishes, like risotto with cheese, or Swiss potato rösti with gruyère, and of course, cheese fondue. It was at the 13th century castle in Gruyère that exporting the cheese first became a serious business. After the original Gruyère counts, the castle became home to the Fribourg bailiffs. They had the cheese transported to Lake Geneva and sent from there all over the world, earning handsomely in the process. Today, the cheese is still a standard feature at the castle.
Alors ici, c'est les pique-niqueurs qui vont
People often bring their gruyere sandwiches and have a picnic here, or bring a piece of cheese that they bought in town. We also organize small parties with cheese fondue for our guests at the castle.
Pour nos invités.
Only the milk from cows grazed on the meadows of Gruyere is used for the famous delicacy, which has won international awards as the world's best cheese.
捷豹 E 是一款经典的跑车，它有着非常出色的设计，巨大的引擎盖堪称艺术品。大多数捷豹 E 都是简单的单色喷涂，但这辆1971年产的捷豹却被2506个五颜六色的圆圈所覆盖。这是由法兰克福艺术家茨尔曼设计完成的。他选择了这辆标志性的捷豹，并且通过这种很刺激眼球的方式，重新定义了这辆捷豹跑车。
A Jaguar E-Type from 1971, covered in 2,506 colourful circles. This man's responsible, the artist Lucius Ziermann from Frankfurt. He selected this iconic car as a blank canvas for his art.
Der Eingriff ist kreativ brutal.
It was a creative, brutal intervention.
Den Blick auf das Auto verändere.
Because I changed the way the car is perceived.
Der Blick wird von der Form etwas abgelenkt.
It distracts you from the car's physical shape, which is usually what defines it.
Was das Auto ausmacht,
this is where
und
art
da fängt
begins.
wieder der Ansatz Kunst an, ja? Also ich meine,
it's a provocation.
Dann provoziert man
I never
eben
intended
auch,
it to
Ich will gar nicht
provoke,
provozieren,
but
aber man
it
tut es
does.
eben mit sowas.
And rolling this car into Berlin's Motor World Classics Fair is guaranteed to attract attention. This is where die-hard Jaguar E-Type enthusiasts from all over Europe come to present their lovingly restored vintage sports cars. Klaus Meerbach is one of these enthusiasts. He's even written a book on the Jaguar E-Type.
Ich habe den ersten Jaguar E gehabt.
I bought my first second-hand Jaguar E-Type in 1965. It was a dream to drive. The design was stunning.
Die Form war schon
That giant hood is a work of art.
Haube, das war ein Kunstwerk. Das war ein Kunstwerk.
The Jaguar E-Type was unveiled at the International Geneva Motor Show in March 1961. Today, the sports car is a collector's item. It represents a certain lifestyle as well. Vintage fan Klaus Meerbach is intrigued by Lucius's Jaguar art.
Ganz wunderschön finde ich.
I love the fact that finally someone has the courage to do something that isn't black, red, green, or blue. And the white base layer works well too.
Ja, also auch der weiße Untergrund, das passt ja hervorragend. Aber Sie können
A
sich
few
vorstellen, dass
collectors
es
were
auch einige
critical of my
Gegenstände gab in
artwork.
der Sammlerkreis. Warum tragen Sie
Why
kein
isn't
Hemd
your shirt this
Farbe?
color?
Wie kriegen wir es
How would
wieder
I get it
ab?
off?
It's such a beautiful car, and I think that making all these figures on it destroys the total look of the car. So even if it was a famous artist, I would kick him off.
It took Lucius 12 days to paint the car in 2014. He even took it to the 2015 Venice Art Biennale. It's a follow-up to his Signature of Light project, an installation using car mirrors to reflect light on landscapes all over the world. Michael Gross restores Jaguars to their former glory and sells them for at least €250,000. He's never come across such a colourful Jaguar E-Type in his life.
The hippie era has been over for 30 years, but I think it's funny. There's a famous Porsche 356 that's been repainted.
Von der Janis Joplin.
Ja, ich glaube ja. Der ja ein
It made her a
Vermögen
fortune.
gemacht hat.
It was
Ja,
sensational.
weil das einfach sensationell ist sowas. Ne?
So, should repainting revered vintage cars be allowed? The art market is just as unpredictable as the vintage car market. But Lucius isn't interested in a car's price tag.
Look at what a fantastic world we're living in. It's a work of art in its own right. It's amazing to see all the things we've created. It's a miracle. I think it's fantastic. I mean, I just like to express my ideas. Nothing more, nothing less.
Whether artfully redecorated or lovingly restored, these models at Berlin's Vintage Car Fair are nothing if not easy on the eye.
著名的慕尼黑啤酒节是当地的一项盛事。除了品尝美味的啤酒外，爱美的女士们通常都会身着五颜六色的紧身连衣裙前来参会。这是一种传统服饰，但是款式和颜色却是越奇特越好，所以有许多人选择自己设计和缝制这套礼服。即使你不会裁剪衣服，只需参加一个缝纫速成班，你便可以随心所欲地定制一套属于自己的独一无二的紧身连衣裙。
Visiting Oktoberfest is a bit like attending a fashion show. Who's wearing the choicest outfit? Whether it has a plunging neckline and a short skirt, or a high neck style with a traditional white blouse, it doesn't matter as long as it's traditional. Sarah Faltenbacher and Chiara Peter each wanted a traditional dirndl for Oktoberfest, one no one else would be wearing. So they decided to make their own.
The top will be green and the skirt orange, so two colors. And a white apron with a pattern on it. It was Sarah that inspired me. She was making her own and I thought, that's a great idea because I never find the perfect one in the shops or they're really expensive. So I thought, I have time in summer, let's do it.
Jetzt habe ich Zeit im Sommer und dann mache ich das einfach mal.
To make sure they get it right, the two friends have booked a workshop with Judith Wilsau. Step by step, she teaches even beginners how to sew.
Making a dirndl involves lots and lots of little steps. I make sure it fits well. The participants don't have to worry about that.
When making a dirndl, you start with the top, always trying on for size again before making final adjustments.
We always make sure the top is the right length. If it's too long, which is the problem you often have when you buy a ready-to-wear dirndl, you get creases in it. So we try it on again and make a few more adjustments. Now we're ready for the skirt.
The fabric for the skirt is folded into soft pleats and pinned. The top and skirt then come together. Dirndls were originally working clothing for young farm girls in Bavaria and Austria. The apron was once made of bed linen. But in the late 19th century, city women started wearing the dirndl when making trips into the mountains. And soon it was considered chic. Judith Wilsau spent 13 years working as a designer for fashion label Escada. A few years ago, she went freelance and also gives courses at her workshop in Munich. She knows all the latest trends.
This year we have a lot of dirndls with higher necklines. Either the dirndl itself is not as low-cut as usual, like this one, or sometimes the dirndl blouse itself has a high neckline.
It takes about 7 days to complete the costume. The course costs 140 euros, plus the price of the material. So the overall price tag is around 250 euros. A lot less than a traditional dirndl from a specialty shop. The courses are always well attended, and those who make one dirndl don't usually stop there. Wilsau's daughter Helena is already on her third, and Sarah Faltenbacher is now making her second.
Ich finde, beim Nähen kann man einfach abschalten und so. Wir wohnen in Bayern und da kommt das Dirndl einfach her.
And dirndls come from Bavaria,
und daher finde ich es schön, wenn man sich einfach damit auseinandersetzen kann, das Dirndl selbst zu nähen und das ist was ganz Besonderes.
Chiara Peter's dress is also taking shape. It's time for another trial fitting. The skirt will be shortened later.
Da ist man schon so ein bisschen
feel a bit proud that you can now put on the various pieces and it looks good.
Was anziehen kann und es echt nach was aussieht.
Finally, the big day has now come, and they get to parade their dirndls for real at Oktoberfest.
I feel totally proud. It's a great feeling wearing my dirndl.
Yeah, it
feels really good wearing a dirndl you've made yourself. Other people can't tell, but you know yourself.
Also die anderen Leute sehen es ja nicht, aber einfach so das eigene Gefühl, das ist super.
Incidentally, the position of the bow is very important. If it's on the right-hand side, it means the woman is spoken for. If it's to the left, flirting's permitted.
阿尔卑斯山地区是著名的旅游胜地，巍峨的雪山、碧绿的山谷和古朴的农耕村落散落在这一片美丽的大地上。在德国南部的特格尔恩湖畔，一群驴友们准备开始一场说走就走的徒步旅行。顺着舒适的小道，很快就会看到阿尔卑斯山脉。在经过了110千米的跋涉后，一行人最终抵达了意大利最北端的小镇维皮泰诺，这也是本次行程的终点。
Picturesque landscapes, rugged mountains, green valleys and quaint farming villages. Just some of the things you can expect to see on the new hiking path across the Alps. The journey begins with a leisurely start in southern Germany in Gmünd on Lake Tegernsee. The members of this hiking group have one thing in common. No one is an expert, and they have no idea if they have what it takes to complete the 7-day tour. With a mix of easy and moderate paths, the tour guides you to the Alpine Ridge. The total distance is 110 kilometers. Austrian guide Georg Podlata devised the route.
Der besondere Reiz einer Alpenüberquerung ist, dass man sozusagen von zu Hause starten kann in Deutschland und dann über verschiedene Regionen bis in den Süden hinunterkommt. Dabei unterschiedliche Kulturen zu erleben, unterschiedliche Landschaften zu sehen.
Another advantage, there's a car to carry the heavy luggage. For 3 days, the group treks through southern Germany toward Austria. Past the border, the going starts to get a bit tougher as they climb to an altitude of 1,800 meters. But it gives them the chance to learn more about this mountainous area.
Jeder, der mal eine Wanderung unternommen hat und dann am Abend müde ins Bett fällt, hungrig ins Bett fällt, dann sieht, da habe ich mir wirklich was Gutes getan. Eine Sportart eigentlich, die nicht besonders extrem ist, gelenkschonend und trotzdem verbrennt man viele Kalorien.
On day 6, the walkers reach the climax of this alpine crossing, the ascent to 2,246 meters. At a cool 5 degrees Celsius, the group reaches the Fitzgerjoch mountain pass, and for the first time they're in Italy.
Bravo, wir
Well
haben es
done, we
geschafft.
made it.
Willkommen in
Welcome to
Italien,
Italy,
Südtirol.
Südtirol,
Ja, endlich!
The weather's better already.
Wir haben jetzt
5
hier vor
meters
5
back over
Metern
here, we
den
crossed the main
Alpenhauptkamm
Alpine
überquert,
Ridge.
sind
We
jetzt
came
von
from North Tyrol
Nordtirol
to
nach
South
Südtirol,
Tyrol,
von
so from
Österreich
Austria
nach
to
Italien
Italy.
gekommen.
Suddenly the
Und
sun
was ist?
shining.
Auf einmal scheint die Sonne.
The Fitzgerjoch house is located just across the Italian border, and you can tell from the food. The pasta here is excellent. The final stretch of the hike leads down into the Fitzger Valley. The group passes summer meadows and traditional farms before reaching Vipiteno, the northernmost town in Italy, and that's where our tour ends. Time to reflect on the past week.
We saw lots of different regions, such a variety of nature. I loved all of it. I like the incredible diversity. We started in the countryside with the lovely low mountain areas around Lake Tegernsee, and then right up high into the alpine worlds of Fitzjoch. You don't need to be an athlete to do it. I'll definitely do another alpine crossing in the fall.
And after 7 days in hiking boots, these folks deserve a hearty reward. Dumplings are a delicacy in this region. And a nice South Tyrolean wine. Those sore muscles will soon be long forgotten.
安曼塔尔是瑞士中西部的一个山谷，宜人的景色自不必说。在这青山绿水之间，也盛产一款极为优质的奶酪。奶酪淡黄色的外表下充满了空洞，特殊的芳香加上偏甜的口感，使得艾曼塔尔奶酪极具辨识度。再加上当地优质的奶源和极其精湛的传统制作工艺，艾曼塔尔奶酪也常常被人们称为奶酪之王。
Emmental is a hard cheese made from cow's milk, and it comes complete with holes. Even though many non-Swiss cheesemakers also use the name, for most Emmental is the epitome of Swiss cheese. Markus Ärgerer says it is even more.
Dieser Käse hat das Tal geprägt. This cheese has had an impact on our valley, and it's still the king of cheeses. What makes Emmental so typical and unique is that it tastes almost sweet.
Emmental is a valley in the canton of Bern in west-central Switzerland. Some 100,000 people live in the region, which thrives mainly on dairy farming. The river Emme gave its name to the valley, and locals are proud of a bridge with architecture from 4 centuries. Not only Emmental cheese is made in the region, but with its unmistakable red label, genuine Emmental is easy to recognize. Cheesemaker Bruno Streuli has to make sure that the consistency is right. He can't lift the cheese himself because it's so big.
There are historical reasons for that. The cheese used to be subject to customs duties at the border, and because each wheel was taxed, they were made as big as possible, about 100 kilograms. These weigh about 90 kilos, which is a good size for us. We then cut the cheese into small rectangular blocks of 150 or 200 grams.
Tourists can visit a special showcase dairy in Emmental to find out exactly how the famous cheese is made. It looks like a traditional farmhouse. The cheese is still made in the traditional manner. Like most, today's visitors want to know where the holes come from.
Emmental is a cheese with large holes that go through 2 fermentation processes. Lactic acid fermentation, the breaking down of lactose, and propionic acid fermentation, which happens when propionic acid bacteria are added. This only happens in Emmental, and they produce carbon dioxide that can't escape, and that's how these nice round holes are created.
Cheese has to have a certain bite to it, and the aroma has to be a little bit pungent.
Very nice. The cheese is fantastic. The temperature is not too cold, and it's stored for at least a year or a year and a half. That's why the taste is more intensive.
It takes about an hour to cross the region of Emmental from north to south by car. And a visit to this mountain restaurant is always worthwhile. Cheese finds its way into all the dishes here.
We use it in our cordon bleu for quite a heavy dish. Or we fill our ravioli with it for something lighter with tomatoes and olives.
The cows in Emmental produce generous quantities of milk. And without the milk, there would be no Emmental, arguably the king of cheese.
时尚欧洲精彩呈现，感谢您收看本期的欧洲大观，我是黄杰，下期同一时间我们再见。